We have the election now almost underway, and the last final push with Vice President Harris in swing states, Michigan and Pennsylvania, over the election. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is joining for her part of it, and former President Donald Trump here at a rally in New York City at Madison Square Garden with the election just 8 days away.
Quite a choice there. It was a rally marked by profane and racist jokes, including the opening comedian who called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. That comment provoked a lot of responses. Kamala Harris, J-Lo, and some distancing from Republican politicians. I want to go straight to Rachel Scott. She's going to start us off. And Rachel, you've been covering the Trump campaign since 2016. You've been at dozens and dozens of rallies. Never one like this.
Yeah, George, I've covered almost every single rally that Donald Trump has had this election cycle, and his rhetoric has turned increasingly dark and filled with grievances. This rally in particular was supposed to be a homecoming for the former president. His advisors told me it's where he would start delivering his closing messages to voters, but all of that was completely overshadowed by comments that were vulgar and at times just outright racist.
Overnight, Donald Trump kicking off the final week of the 2024 campaign with a rally that was dark and inflammatory from the start, insisting his possible re-election would be, quote, Liberation Day from undocumented migrants.
November 5th, 2024, 9 days from now, will be Liberation Day in America. It's going to be Liberation Day. On day one, I will launch the largest deportation program in American history.
The former president painting America as a nation in decline, once again labeling Democrats the enemy from within.
It's just this amorphous group of people, but they're smart and they're vicious, and we have to defeat them. And when I say the enemy from within, the other side goes crazy, becomes a sound. Oh, how can he say? No, they've done very bad things to this country. They are indeed the enemy from within.
The rally was incendiary and vulgar before Trump even stepped on the stage. Several speakers making sexist, profane, and racist comments. One calling Vice President Kamala Harris the devil and the Antichrist. Comedian Tony Hinchcliffe comparing Puerto Rico, a U.S. territory, to a floating island of garbage.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right, okay, we're getting there.
Those words prompting swift rebuke from both sides of the aisle, including several Republicans. Senator Rick Scott of Florida, which is home to over 1 million Puerto Ricans, writing, "It's not funny and it's not true." Congresswoman Maria Elvira Salazar insisting this rhetoric does not reflect GOP values. Hours later, when asked by reporters, the Trump campaign stating, this joke does not reflect the views of President Trump or the campaign. And Democrats seizing on this split screen. As that Trump rally got underway, Harris was visiting a Puerto Rican restaurant, posting this message to social media.
Puerto Ricans deserve better. As president, I will always fight for you and your families.
Several influential Puerto Rican superstars, including Bad Bunny, Jennifer Lopez, and Ricky Martin, resharing that video in support of Harris to their millions of followers. Harris later writing, "Today I released my plan to help build a brighter future for Puerto Rico." Meanwhile, at Donald Trump's rally, they're calling Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage.
Former First Lady Melania Trump also speaking at that rally last night, where Donald Trump vowed to give Robert F. Kennedy Jr., someone who has pushed conspiracy theories about vaccines, broad power over food and medicine. And as this campaign enters its final days, ABC News has now learned of a proposal from some of Trump's top aides that would allow him to bypass the traditional FBI background check to grant security clearances to a large number of political appointees. Guys, as for that comedian, he did not apologize for any of those comments. This is not the first time that he has made racist comments or so-called jokes like that before. So it really does beg the question why the Trump campaign would even invite someone with this history in the first place as they're trying to make inroads with that key demographic.
Yeah, that's a question. All right, Rachel. Thanks so much.